football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Broncos offense will have the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped. It is veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but lose a yard or two.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Takes the handoff, and he's going right.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
With the catch, it's Moore. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early, right here in week 1, and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Baker. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolverine! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds his man. It's Miles. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Quarterback making checks. Just keeps slinging it. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers
turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Caught close to the marker. It's Morgan. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay
exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Marshall. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Slithers into space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. just enough time for one final play of the half. Davis will throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. In any college football season, ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell the run, it's Marshall. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this offense, man?
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good route.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe.
When you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to touchdown Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of these.
22.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Handoff to the single running back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Across the 35. Sprinting away. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And Artie, this is why you run plays right up the middle. This is why you work on it. It's a design play to get you 4, 5, 6, 7, a positive gain, and then you run it enough. Somebody gets out of their gap on defense, and boom, you get a big play out of it. So nice job by the offense. Day 1 plays you installed in training camp that come out to be big plays.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second and goal for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully. So here comes the Michigan offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by...
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the 1st. Give him 96 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Marsh. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like...
There he goes! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He'll take it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.